a opportunity to answer a question that was on my YouTube channel, which is a great question. It's in fact a terrific question, and I did respond to it, as you can see if you look closely. But I wanted to definitely come back and revisit this answer and really explain and kind of give a and what you're starting to see emerge as a new outlook on the notary public profession. The question is great. It says, it's from Emily Grace. She goes, "Hey, do you have a video that really digs into the nitty gritty of the difference between working for a signing service versus a direct client as a loan signing agent? And then something that explains why you want to go direct and how." It's such a great question. It's such a multi-layered question, but that's the question I think that people are really asking. So I responded. The question about the nitty gritty, and that goes back to however you define nitty gritty, right? I interpret that expression in a specific way, right? It may be the good, it may be the not so good, it may be the untold experiences and the not so glamorous sides that come with everything, right? You're not told that in the beginning, of course, but you understand not everything's going to be easy. And that's with everything. Of course, you weren't told that, right? So when she talks about nitty gritty, that's how I interpret that. Of the difference between working for a signing service, right? Because there's nitty gritty with working with signing services, and she's talking about the nitty gritty of difference working with direct clients. As a loan signing agent, now that's to me is the key word. As a loan signing agency, because I'm not a loan signing agent, I'm not a notary signing agent. I'm a notary, all right? And I know this might be semantics. I know this might be splitting hairs, but I think that's the difference right there because I don't approach it. My perspective is not that of a loan signing agent. It's of a notary public. A loan signing agent is obviously within the community, within the profession. We understand the difference between the two, but from an outsider's perspective, think about this from the a viewpoint of a customer or a client, or what I like to call supporters. There's no difference between the two. If they need something to get notarized, they're not going to look for a loan signing agent, right? They're going to look for a notary public. That's what they're going to search for, right? Now, the reason why that's important is because you say, well, if you want to get loan signing orders or loan signing uh, jobs, then you have to demonstrate that you are competent and skilled and experienced by displaying your certification, right? It would be a mistake to say that because you do not have these certifications that you cannot, in fact, get those same type of jobs. For example, when title companies reach out to me, I've never taken a loan signing course. I've never taken any type of certification type of course, right? Specific to closing loan documents, right? Have I seen them? Absolutely, yes. Have I purchased a home myself? Absolutely, yes. So I'm familiar in that sense, right? But as far as any type of direction and ordered approach to explaining, which I'll talk about this later in a second, explaining documents, I haven't done it, right? So if you are familiar with the notarial wording, meaning in your respective state, you know where to sign and how to complete the certificate, then you'll be okay. Because as a notary, that's all you're doing. That's all you are doing, right? This is your job. This is your role is to identify the witness and or identify the signer. Maybe it's written as witness in some cases, but that's for you to understand those two differences, right? And to witness the person signing the document. Now, when it comes to breaking down or explaining what a document is, I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. In fact, the banks prefer you to do that as well. Not say nothing. Don't say anything. It's not your role. This is not your role to do this, right? To explain or break down. Yeah, you may be introducing the document. I get that. I get into a room and I get into a signer, and believe it or not, the signers prefer it this way. If I go into a room and I say, hey, this is your first time doing this, take an hour, right? If you've done this before, meaning this is a refinance, or if you've purchased, I don't know, investment properties, or you just had bought and sold houses and you know how the transaction of real estate goes down, we can be done in 20 minutes. Which one would you like? They say, oh yeah, we'll be done in 20 minutes. We're done before here. Just got someone sign. I've looked at it already. Thanks for being so prompt. That's it. No need to start explaining things. And I say that to answer this question, which again is multi-layered, you know, because the second half, I didn't even get to my answer quickly. Her second half, she says, and then something that explains why you want to go direct and how. Again, she's making the assumption that I'm a loan signing agent, and I'm not. But I can explain an answer to that and why I gave my response below. But it says something that explains why you want to go direct and how. Now, she's right, because going direct, to me, that means a title company is bypassing a signing service and then reaching directly out to you, right? I think of, and I understand that, but when we talk about go direct, what we mean is business owner for a roofing company needs to get contracts signed, and the signature must be notarized, so they call you, right? That's a different type of direct. See, there is no middle person. You're dealing directly with client. You're dealing directly with the caller. Why you want to go direct is because when you are truly going direct, in that sense, when I'm saying that you're going directly to the person who's calling, you're calling the father who just needs to get his ex-wife's signature so that they can travel abroad. This person needs a document signed. This person needs to take care of some business. So they're going directly to you versus the direct in the sense from a real estate perspective, which is a title company is looking for someone to close out this loan. So they are familiar with you, they've worked with you before, and they like you. So they go directly to your line, and it removes some of the negotiation, right? That goes back and forth with the signing services. Let's get to my answer. What does my answer say? My answer says, great question. My response, rather. It says, I have several videos explaining these differences. What you won't hear is there are actually two different kinds of direct. One is the type you commonly hear, which is the title companies call you and ask you for your availability, right? Often refers to as being a preferred notary, right? And then there's the second. It's the type of which is what I do, which is similar to number one. However, you set the price, and what I mean by that is someone reaching directly out to you. Now they're on your playing field. Now they're on your courts. Okay, they're requesting your time. You are then setting the price. That is a different type of direct. My suggestion is to get onto my Instagram page, and I will definitely put that in my description somewhere. Matter of fact, let's just reply to it now. To my Instagram at Dr. Tech Music. Yeah, so hopefully she gets that. But I have several videos on my YouTube, on my Instagram page that demonstrate the difference between a notary public business owner and a person, somebody who's heavy into loan signing. This again is not a bad thing. It's just a very distinct difference between the two. All right, you guys, that's it for now. I'm going to come back with more videos. And don't forget that the Notary on Automation course is opening up on Monday. And this is a brief 2-week period, enrollment period, where, because this is not a continuous enrollment. This is specific training, right? This is for people who want to actually achieve this next level that they know that is there and that it does exist. So people who want to get into this course have the opportunity to get into it. The first round went incredibly well. We actually added a little bit more content, maybe really about a fourth, but the whole entire course is 5 weeks. By the end of that, you'll have a fully automated system and is ready to run on autopilot in the background as you continue to live your life or work your part-time job or your full-time job, or do whatever it is that you do, any type of business that you have, right? You have a notary business running on autopilot in the background. That's what this course does, okay? If you're serious about having a notary business, you need this. It runs in the background. It books people, business owners, title companies even, social workers, nurses, older grandparents, anybody who's looking for appointments. That's how the system operates, all right? It's called Notary on Automation, and the link is actually listed below. You'll see it's on the linkable, and you could Watch the free training. Watch the free training, get all the information. If you still have questions, book a call with me. I'm happy to explain it even further. So click that link and then find out more if you want to learn more about the Notary Automation course, which is opening up on Monday, September 6th. All right.